Hey, how y'all doing out there? I'm back again with another video. Today I want to talk about my top 12 favorite things that I love about my Samsung Galaxy Fold. Now, of course, we know the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 was just announced, so we know that's the new big boy on the block. Everybody's going to be excited. Well, not everybody, but there's a lot of people that's going to be excited about that device, especially because they made it a little more durable and they added the S Pen. Now, to me, you can't put the S Pen inside the device. So to me, that doesn't suffice. I mean, to me, they should have left the note. The note should have just been unique and just left alone and just been the note. But everybody's different. Everybody has their own opinion. I'm not trashing the phone because I don't have it. I'm not going to get it because it's almost 2,000. They took a couple of hundred off, which is nice, but still, it's still too much money to be paying for a device. You know, over $1,000 is just too much. Okay, that's just my opinion. Now, I'm not paying $1,000 for no device. I'm just not doing it. Now, if you can get it for, say, 600, 700, 800, like with a trade-in, you know, you could shave some of that money off, then I would say go for it. But to me, it's cool, but, you know. But anyway, I didn't come to talk about the Z Fold 3. So I want to talk about my 12 favorite things that I love about the original Galaxy Fold. Okay? Now, the first thing is the build quality. Now, I'm going to tell you. Now, it doesn't have Gorilla Glass on the front and the back. It does have glass. And, you know, of course, I have a case on it right now. But I will say this. Every chance I get when I'm home to take this case off and just want to feel that build quality, I do it because it feels so premium. I mean, seriously, it feels great. And, you know, I prefer a case only because it gives me a little more grip. Without the case, it's a little slippery, you know, and I just don't want to take the chance and dropping my phone because, like I said, you can drop your phone at any time. The other thing that I love about this phone when it comes to the build quality is the way it's so well built with the hinge. I mean, this phone is really, really solid, and you don't have to baby it. You know, you don't have to be super gentle with it. It's built extremely well. So the build quality is the first thing that I love about this device. I just love the build quality of this device. Love it. Next, the dual stereo speakers. Now, I'm telling you, these ain't the best dual stereo speakers, but they're up there because they're nice and loud and they have really good depth of sound. Let me see if I can play something real quick. All right.
Constable, we've lost contact. Try to reestablish. It's no use, Captain. They're gone.
Now, these speakers sound really great. I know I didn't put it on something that had a bunch of action just now, but I'm telling you right now, these speakers give you such an immersive experience when you're looking at media. It really does. Whether you're playing music or whether you're watching videos, you're going to get a very immersive experience. The reason for that is because you got a little speaker here at the top and you have a little speaker here at the bottom. And I like that because it's separate from the earpiece. So you're getting an equal distribution of sound between two speakers as opposed to coming through the earpiece. Because we know usually dual speakers, you have one speaker at the bottom, one coming through the earpiece. And the bottom speaker is always going to have better sound quality. It's always going to be a little louder, a little more bass. But when you got one at the top, one at the bottom, you're getting equal distribution of sound from both, so they both sound evenly. So you'll get a much more immersive experience. Just like when I was talking about my Xiaomi Mi 10 Pro 5G, best sounding speakers I have out of any smartphone I have. Not the loudest, but definitely the overall quality of sound is better than any other device I have because you got that separate speaker thing going on with the top and the bottom speakers. So the dual stereo speakers on here with the Dolby Atmos is excellent. I love it, and I enjoy watching any type of media content on this device. Next is performance. Of course, you got the Snapdragon 855. Now, keep in mind, this phone came out a few years ago, but the performance is still really great. It's fast, it's smooth, no problems at all when it comes to performance. None whatsoever. I mean, it's silky smooth. It's very, very fast. No problems at all. Boom. Everything just pops open really, really, really quick, as you can see how fast everything loads up. I mean, everything is just super smooth, no lag whatsoever. It doesn't have 120 hertz or 90 hertz, but you don't even need it, honestly. Seriously. I mean, of course, when you have 90 hertz refresh rate, high refresh rates, it gives it an even more buttery smooth feel. But you're not gonna miss that on this. You're gonna still get a very fast and smooth experience when it comes to performance. So performance on this device is A1. Excellent. You will love the performance on this device. Next, the 512 gigs of internal memory. That's extremely important to me because I'm the type of person that stores a lot of videos, movies, photos, all types of stuff on my device, and I need the storage space. So for me, when you go to the Z Fold 2, when they dropped it down to 256 and still didn't add a micro SD card slot, that really disappointed me because I don't understand why you would go from 512 and cut it down to 256 and still don't give an expandable memory. Now, if they cut it down to 256 but added an SD card slot, I wouldn't have an issue with that at all. But the fact that it doesn't, and even with the new Z Fold 3, 256 again, but now they added a 512, but you got to pay extra for that. See, with this, you don't have to pay extra. It comes 512 gigs already on the device. And that's, to me, that's value, especially when this phone came out because it was a $2,000 device. So anything less than 512 would have really been a ripoff, in my opinion, even though I still believe it should have had an SD card slot, honestly. But that's one of the things I love about this device, too. It has plenty of internal memory. I love that. Next thing, the multitasking capabilities. Now, this is something I really like a lot, too. Like, say, I'll show you two ways where you can multitask. And for those people that do, now, everybody don't multitask, okay? Now, you see this little button right here? Now, when I did, I slid up. This takes you to, your recently used apps. So what you do, this is one way of doing multitasking. So you hit that button, it automatically gives you side to side. So you got one open over here, and say you pick something over here. Now you got two side to side. Now you can always add a third one if you want. Sliding this open, say you want to drop this, you just hold it and drag it. Now you got Star Trek in the middle. So say you want to stop that.
Captain,
This is what we want to do. Hold up.
We've been unable to re-establish contact with Larissa Prime.
Okay,
Therefore,
sorry.
I've no choice but to...
But anyway, let me show you a different way. So that's one way, if you want side to side. So the other way is you open this up, your edge panels. You hold down the app you want, slide it over. So now I opened up YouTube. So now I want to open up Amazon. So I slide up there. So now you got Amazon up here. You got YouTube down here. So say I want to open up a third one. Okay, I'm not done yet. Now, most people are not going to do this, but for those that do, you can. So say I want to go to Spotify. So now I got Spotify open. So I can move this around. So say I'm going to move it over here. So say I want to open up another one. So see, look, I still got all of these open. All these are fully functional. So I want to open up another one, say Yahoo Mail. So I'll open this one up, put it up here. Now listen to this. Look, I got 4 applications open. I got my Yahoo up here. I got this here. I got this here. And I got this down here. Now, most people are not going to do that. Now, you can move this around too. Most people are not going to do all of this. But I'm saying this has great multitasking capabilities if you're the type of person that likes to do multiple things at the same time. And you're able to do that. Now, what you can do also, you can turn these into, let me see that button. Hold up. Button come up again. Let me see. So you can move that over there like that just by pressing at the top. You could expand it, make it bigger. Let's see. So you can have that take over the whole screen. Then when you're done, you just swipe away. You could also turn them into bubbles. Okay. All right. So that's I love the multitasking capabilities of this device. And what makes it really cool is that the screen is really large. So you're going to enjoy being able to do two things or three things at the same time because you have the adequate display space to be able to do it. All right. Next thing, the cameras. Now, the cameras on this device are really good. You have two cameras here in this notch here. You have a camera on the outside of the device, and you have three cameras on the rear. These are all 12 megapixel. Now, the thing that makes the cameras on here pretty unique, the cameras that are on the back of this device are the same cameras, and the front are the same cameras that are on the Note 10 Plus. So you're getting flagship tier cameras on this device, unlike the Z Fold 2 and the Z Fold 3. They're not flagship caliber. Now, I don't know why with those devices costing almost $2,000, they didn't put, they didn't put the same cameras that they put in the S21 Ultra and the Note 20 Ultra in this device. I don't know why, because with the Note 10 Plus and this, they have the same camera. So they should have did the same for the Z Fold 2. They should have put the Note 20 Ultra cameras in that device, or the S20 Ultra, and they should have put the S21 Ultra cameras in the Z Fold 3, but they didn't do that. So you're getting flagship cameras on this device. So let me show you some, a few samples, and you can decide, how the photos look to you. All right, the next thing I love about the Galaxy Fold is the battery life. Now you're getting a 4,360 milliamp battery, I believe, if I got that correct. I could be off, just going by the top of my head. But let me say this: easily you can get a day and a half. Now that's for my usage now, and that's with heavy usage. Now I keep my phone pretty bright. Let me show you. Now, I really use my phone really heavy. See there? See that down there? That's in the red. That's almost 100%. That's probably like 97% brightness. So I like my display very, very bright. But if you're a person that likes it maybe 60, 70%, you're going to even get more battery life out of it. And I look at a lot of YouTube video. I look at a lot of regular videos that are stored on my phone. So I use my phone pretty heavy. So some people, you might be able to get 2 days, but I know with heavy usage for me, I can get a day and a half. Now, a super heavy day is good for a full day, but a full day to the point where there's no worries. So the battery life on this device is great. I love it. No worries when it comes to battery life. Next thing is wireless charging. Now, it doesn't come with the fastest wireless charging, but at least it does have wireless charging, which I use on a regular basis. So I like the fact that it does have wireless charging capabilities. Next thing, the 12 gigs of RAM. Now that's important also because what I just showed you when it comes to the multitasking, with having that much RAM, it allows me to be able to open up all of these applications with no lag at all. And also it keeps a lot of apps open in the background, which I also like too. For those of you that recently used, you go to your recently used apps a lot, it'll keep those apps running in the background for a really long time. Sometimes even for days for me with certain apps, they just don't close. And I like that. So 12 gigs of RAM is a huge, huge thing that I love about this device. Next, the dual displays. Now, like I said before, you got this big display on the outside. And of course, you got the little one in the front. Now, actually, it looks a lot better when you put this case on it because without the case, when you turn this on, it literally looks super small, even though it is small, don't get me wrong. But the fact is, it just looks a little bit better with a case on it. It doesn't make it look so obvious. Like you don't see those large empty, gaps at the top and the bottom because you got this case covering it. So if you have this phone, if you're thinking about getting this phone, you'll probably like it better when you add a case to it. Now, this small display don't bother me at all. I know some people don't like how small it is because with the Z Fold 2, you got a much, it's all display and it's a little wider. But this don't really bother me. I could watch my movies and videos and do things with no problem. Let me just show you how I got my front set up. See, I got my apps here. So whatever apps I need, they're already here for me to use. Not a problem. If I need to go in and look at something, I could easily see it. It ain't like it's super small where I can't do anything. The only thing I would say that I would not do, I would not send, I wouldn't try to send text messages on it. Now, you don't have to do that. Only thing you have to do, you could either swipe, which I don't do, but you could just speak your text. So it's very accurate when it comes to speaking your text. So you can use that. So it's not a big deal. Got my camera, I got my phone numbers, I got my Bible app. So the small screen don't bother me. I can see everything very, very easily. And of course, when you open it up, you got this big giant display on the inside, which is where all the goodness is. But it's definitely usable without the it's definitely usable without having to open it up. Now I love this. No problems at all with this. I have no damage to the display at all, no scratches, no scuffs, no nothing. Now, as far as the crease concerned, if you're trying to look for the crease, you can see it if you're looking for it. But when you're looking at the display head on like this, and you're watching content, you're not going to see that crease. So the crease is not a big deal. It's just not. All right. So not a problem at all when it comes to the crease. Now, next thing, Samsung DeX. Now, Samsung DeX, I'm not going to give a thing of that, example of that, no big deal, but it allows you to use your phone and get a laptop experience off of, like, say, your TV, your computer. It's really cool. I love Samsung DeX. I wish every Android, maker made something like that. I think they will eventually, but it's very unique. I like it. I know some people may not use it, but once you use it, you're going to keep using it. It's really cool. You can multitask. You can do a whole lot of things with Samsung DeX, so I love that. And the very last thing I love about my Samsung Galaxy Fold is Samsung Pay. Now, Samsung Pay is accepted everywhere. I love Samsung Pay. I use it a lot. Either I could use it with my watch or I could use my phone. So I love the fact that it has it. And this still has MST, magnetic secure transmission. So I can use this on any type of credit card terminal that I go to, unlike the newer Samsung devices where you can't do that. So this still has the MST inside of it. Now, of course, there's other things that I do love about this phone, but I only want to talk about 12. But this phone is really a good pickup. It is durable. It's not super fragile like, they were saying when it originally came out. Now, of course, you don't want to get any sharp objects on the display. You won't want to press down on the display with your fingernail and press too hard. You want to treat it with some care. You want to treat it with some respect. All right. Now, for some people, this is not an everyday phone. I carry it on me every day, but I do have my Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. That is my actual main phone. But I have this for like when I want to watch movies and things like that. Also, when I want to do certain things, like say if I'm working on something, for church or, you know, I want to keep notes and things like that. I love how big the display is. Like, I just love that. I just love the size of this. So you have the phone and the tablet all in one. So I love this. You can find it for about 600 or even less on eBay. Brand new, you're still gonna probably cost spend about 1,000. But if you can get it open box or you can get it refurbished, you're gonna pay a lot less for this than you would the Z Fold 2 and the Z Fold 3. So this is definitely worth picking up, especially for those of you out there that are interested in a foldable device. Samsung, this is quality. They did a great job with this. Like I said, especially with, you're getting great cameras, you're getting a lot of RAM, you're getting a lot of storage, you're getting a beautiful display. Now, you know what? And I have to apologize. The number one, and then I'm finished. The number one thing that I love about this phone more than anything is the display. Now, I didn't mention dual displays because I like the fact that it has dual displays, but the display itself, I mean, Samsung makes the best displays on the market. Now, there are other places that make good devices, like LG made great devices, but they're gone now. But Samsung is number one. And the reason for that is because pretty much everybody buys their panels from Samsung. So Samsung clearly is number one. This display is absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's gorgeous. It's a quad HD display. At least it looks like one to me because it's super bright. It's super sharp. It's super punchy. It's great. I mean, I love it. I mean, I really love this display. It's important for me to want to get, to get a phone that has a great display because for me, it's all about that display. Display, performance, battery, camera, features. Those are like my mainstays. So this display is the best thing that I love about this device, hands down. The display is just absolutely gorgeous. So those were the 12 things that I love about the Samsung Galaxy Fold. It's definitely worth picking up for those of you that are interested in foldable devices, and you don't have to pay through the nose for it. You can get it for about, between I say $600 or less, depending on what shape you get it in. Like I said, if you get it brand new, it's gonna probably cost you about 1,000, unless you get lucky and find it on different websites. But eBay is probably the best place to try to find it. But you can definitely get it less, way, way, way less than $1,000. Like seriously, and get it in good shape. So, and then also if you get it brand new, it does come with a case and it comes with earbuds. Unlike the Z Fold 2 and the Z Fold 3, where they don't now they don't even give you a charger. So you're going to get a charger with this phone, you're going to get earbuds, and you're going to get a case if you get it brand new. Or if you get lucky and you buy it open box and those accessories come with it. So you just got to read the description. All right, so thank you very much for taking the time to view this content. I do appreciate it. Hope everybody out there is staying safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.